introduce the show now, or?
I mean, if you want me to, I will.
I mean, you've got that show introduction voice.
Yeah, my really nasally voice. Yeah, we should definitely lead with that. Yeah, that's great.
You think your voice is nasally?
Yeah, I listened to last week's podcast, and basically I always sound like I'm just about to say, did I do that, in an Urkel voice? So, you know.
If only we had half as popular of a catchphrase.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We'll get there when we transform into our cool selves using science. This is Heads Up, a podcast. My name is Sean.
I'm Jeff. We did it.
I mean, we did it. We made it to 4 episodes. Can we quit now?
Did it.
Can we?
Yeah. Game over. Now that we've told the people we know about it, never do it again.
We hit our high water mark. I'm done. I'm done with it.
People have already made their comments about how they feel about us making a podcast. Yeah. That's it. That's all I was looking for.
Well, I mean, I saw Holly say a bunch of stuff on Instagram, which was surprising because I never go on Instagram. Yeah. She split the credit between us right down the middle. But it seems like a lot of the stuff she listed was just stuff that you do. I don't know why I was included in that.
It's kind of a backhanded compliment to you, I think.
I feel like it was an insult. I feel like she just deliberately bringing it up to be like, yeah, that piece of shit doesn't do any of this. He knows that. I'll call him out on it.
So good. Yeah, I told her not to go that crazy with it, but you know.
Well, that's just because you would be embarrassed. It didn't embarrass me. It just felt weird that I got credit for all these things I don't do. Like artwork. I've done no artwork. I'm not going to do any artwork. I'm not an art person. That's not how it works.
Sean, you're my muse, okay? That's what you get credit for.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
Yeah. Is it weird to be embarrassed when someone shows pride in things that you do? I don't know.
I don't know. Yes. No, I do know. Yes, it is. It is weird. Yeah. Yeah.
What is the feeling you're supposed to have? Is it
gratitude?
Gratitude.
Maybe some corresponding pride. Like, this person thinks I did a good thing. Maybe I did do a good thing. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is all theoretical on my part. I've never created anything anybody's ever liked in my entire life, so.
So I should stop yelling at her about it then. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely don't lean too hard on that.
Yeah.
Yelling at her. Jeez. Dark.
Hey, it's 2016. Okay. You're allowed to yell at women now.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel like you've always been allowed to yell at women. I don't think there was ever a time at which.
Yeah, but now you can't. Now people aren't allowed to feel bad for women because they're allowed to yell back. They just don't because of generations of oppression. That's fine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why.
I don't want to tip my hand here, but I've never been afraid to yell at anybody for any reason. Man, woman, child, dog, cat,
bird,
sky, the moon, the sun most frequently because I don't like it.
This time of year, you still don't like the sun?
No. Actually, somebody I work with, one of the librarians I work with, he came up and he asked me how I felt about the weather today. He was like, "Yeah, I thought about you the other day because it's been like a little bit warm and it was kind of a little bit humid this morning before it rained." And I was like, "Yeah, I fucking hate it. Yeah, I hate it. It sucks. I don't like it. I want it to go away. I want it to snow right now, today. The end." And he went, "Okay, all right," and then he walked away.
You used to say things like "conversation over," but now people just know.
Well. It's not professionally appropriate especially when I'm talking to a coworker, to just be like, "Conversation's over, bye," or "I'm done with this" is the one I've been using most recently. Just go, "I'm done with this," and then I walk away.
You can't use that at work, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. I mean, I could, but I just wouldn't be working there for much longer if I did. You know.
It's weird. You have to be nice to people you work with. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, to an extent, I guess. I like all the people I work with.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
People hear this now, so.
Yeah, I know you're gonna cut that because it made it seem like you fucking don't like your coworkers. Which is fair. There's a bunch of pieces of shit. Hey, how about It's a shame Brett couldn't make last session, huh?
It was a damn shame.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder.
You told him about this week, though, right?
Yeah, I think I did. He should be on the call soon, so we're gonna look forward to that. We're gonna look forward to a little bit more.
Can't wait.
Some pearls of wisdom that Brett will scatter before him. Do you think? No, let's just look at Kyle's stuff.
We're gonna start it up. We're going into Kyle's click.
What else do we have to talk about? Like you want to talk about the record-breaking supermoon that's coming?
Yeah, super. I hear it's super.
The titles of articles that I've read say that it's the biggest in nearly 70 years.
That's what she said.
All right.
No, sorry. That's
All
getting
right.
cut.
No, you can't cut that now. You have to leave that in. You have to leave that in so that I can go, no, don't do that. It's a learning process.
You're right. You're right.
Had some Burger King less than like an hour ago.
Jealous.
I was on the run. I had to just grab something so that I could eat so that I wouldn't just complain about being hungry again.
America runs on Burger King. Is that what that saying is?
Pretty much, yeah. You remember when Rachel Ray did all those Burger King commercials?
I don't.
Then never mind, because that joke doesn't make any sense. She did a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts commercials. Come on. Come on!
Oh. I don't remember those.
See, this is why... maybe I dreamed them. I don't know. This is why all of our references are from the 80s and 90s. Because if it's within the last decade, neither of us knows what the other one's talking about.
That's true.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I'll send you more links of things I'm watching, and then you'll be like, I got my own shit to do, so I'm not gonna watch those.
I think that's what happened. Is that I checked out of popular culture when I was like 12.
Once we get over 200 channels, it's anyone's guess what anyone's watching.
Who has the time? Who has the time? I have still not seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I loved it, but you know what? You haven't seen it by now?
I'm not going to.
Don't bother.
I'm not going to.
Don't bother.
Is the thing.
Yeah, you know what? There's plenty of other great TV shows out there. Okay.
And also, if I want to see
those.
people doing meth, I can just take a walk around this shit town. I mean...
All right, Kyle's Click.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities. So I guess this is a story of how it changed our lives. Maybe it will yours too.
So I hopped on Twitter, right?
Okay, we start on Twitter.
Well, no,
all right,
we can start on
right.
Facebook. I just wanted to tell this little story. This little slice of life. Just really kind of let people in on, what I like to call the process. I'm never not gonna make that joke. I'm never not gonna make that joke because it's hilarious to me. So I get on Twitter, right? And I was just about to go. I was just gonna search for Kyle, but I got a little confused. I almost just posted a status that just said Kyle. Keep in mind, I didn't promise it was a good story. I just said that it was a story.
It's great. It's like you're an old man.
I've got his things up now.
Okay.
I am an old man. What do you want to look at first? You want to look at Facebook?
We better start with Facebook, because it's tradition now.
Yeah, we've got a process. Top 3, right? First 3.
Let's try it.
So Kyle, apparently he's a baseball guy now.
Well, he's always been kind of a baseball guy.
Has he?
From things I remember about him.
All right.
At least childhood.
This is about the baseball thing, right? The Cubs won the well, I forget what it's called, but I like to call it the big game.
World Series. Yeah, the big game. Big game.
Yeah. World Series. Yeah, you're right.
I nailed it.
Do teams from all over the world play?
I mean, they'd have to if you call it the World Series, right? So.
Okay. Well, all right.
We beat the Ruskies. Is that you still call them Ruskies?
Well, if you say that, then what you're saying. Read Kyle's status again.
Racist mascots lose.
I mean, you have
Hooray.
to cut that now because we don't want people finding them. But you just associated them, like Russians, with what he's talking about there. Like all of them. And that's not, come on. That's not nice.
Oh, well, I mean, we beat other countries as well. So I don't know if it's this one.
Everyone but us is now.
Yeah. Are there more than one
country?
team
Yes, definitely. Yeah, there is. There's at least like 5. No, I think there's 7. There's 7.
How many racist mascots are in the baseball world?
At least 1, right?
Sure.
I think. Here's the thing.
I think they're called the Indians, right?
Are they?
I think so.
I know the Cubs
Cleveland?
won, but only because I saw something about Bill Murray.
It's Bill Murray from
I don't know. I didn't.
wherever the Cubs are from.
I didn't read this. I didn't read the story. I saw something about the Cubs winning the World Series, and it looked like he was in the stands.
Oh, okay.
Someone took him out for a ball game.
He is everywhere.
Now,
That's what happens when you don't agree to do a lot of movies.
Yeah, and you're very rich.
So I mean, Indians, yeah, sure. Have you ever
watched baseball? Is that the team name also?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
Cleveland Indians sounds right.
That does sound right.
If I remember Major League at all, I think that's the name.
Now, by Major League, you mean the movie? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I get all my baseball news.
Well, there's worse places to get it.
So there's the Indians, which are racist, right? We've got the Cubs, which I assume is not racist.
Well, what does it stand for?
Like it's an acronym, like CUBS.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know anything. If it's all right, well, here we are. If it's an acronym, what's an acronym for?
And we're assuming that it's an offensive.
I was not assuming that.
Baseball team.
I was not assuming that the Cubs were...
Well, it's racist, right?
I thought you said that the people they beat were the Cleveland Indians.
Right, which is racist.
Right.
But I was trying to figure out how many racist teams are in baseball, and if Cubs is racist.
I don't think that it is.
All right, you do C. We'll do each a letter. You do C.
No, I don't
I'll
want us to
do
each do a letter. I want you to do one. Courageous.
Underground.
Baseball.
Sluts.
Courageous underground baseball sluts is what you think, and apparently I think Cubs stands for.
So not racist.
No.
But not great.
No.
Not great. There's other teams. They're based on socks. Several teams will apparently love socks.
Red Sox, White Sox.
There's probably more. I don't know.
One socks, two socks.
And that's it. The whole shebang for teams. That's it.
So what's the next thing Kyle posted? I don't know. My interest in baseball is so little.
Yeah, it's painful to watch.
It's so slow and nothing happens. It's what it used to be is a place you'd go and you'd watch and you'd have a bunch of beers while watching a bunch of idiots run around a field. Mm-hmm. And then you were done. Your day was over.
It's one of those sports that they don't even time. As soon as we're done, we're done.
Yeah, there's games that go on till like 1 in the morning. Like if I'm playing a game that goes till 1 in the morning, it's gonna be Magic the Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons or like a cool board game. Like,
and the problem is they can do that because baseball players don't get tired because they're either just standing there or sitting there.
I was gonna say they're also all hopped up on fucking steroids. Goddamn.
You can be tired and hopped up on steroids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're hopped up on steroids, you're definitely going to be down to play a game. Also, they get paid. If somebody paid me what they get paid to stand in a field for a couple hours, yeah, done, sold.
Hey, it's all that training they do. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's all the other times they stand in a field. Okay, cool.
They have to swing bats. Okay,
I can swing
a
bat.
They have to pick bats up.
Oh,
okay,
I probably could.
They have to run 90 feet at a time.
That's fair. I probably couldn't do that either.
They have to throw balls, catch balls, throw balls to other people. Man, baseball, as boring as apple pie.
I know, and people are like, "It's America's pastime." It's like, Jesus, that sucks.
So slavery. So.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't. How do you?
America's pastime.
Yeah.
Slavery.
I feel like that was like a white people pastime.
Those are the only people that could vote. Landowning white people in America, right?
Okay.
Those are the only voices that matter.
You really shoehorned some racism in here. You really...
That is what's part of this post. Racist.
I guess. Well, I'm done with the post. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I didn't want to talk about it 5 minutes ago. It's time to move on.
It's just like a baseball game. It's going on too long.
So next thing that Kyle posts is more stuff about Donald Trump, which is that he doesn't pay taxes, which everybody knows because it doesn't. Yeah. Who cares?
Would you believe that a millionaire or billionaire is using dubious methods to avoid paying taxes?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is it right? No, but everybody knows that. You're not pulling. You're not like pulling the wool off my eyes. Like, he doesn't pay taxes. That's why I can't vote for him. Like,
yeah. Did you know rich people get away with a lot more than poor people in this country, Sean? Did you know that?
I know. How could I? Ooh, boy, I'm so woke. I'm so woke now. And the other one is another link about Donald Trump.
Kyle loves Donald Trump.
That's what it seems like. He wants to kiss him.
When this title of this article starts with a veteran spy, does that mean it's a retired spy? Or does it mean a spy who's been out there a while? Or a veteran of the military who's turned to a spy?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's very not clear.
This is not a very good article title.
Yeah, and I'm not going to read the article, so.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also not going to read the article.
And I mean, when I think veteran, I also think old, which it's not true these days, but I also think very old. So when I think like a veteran spy is alleging something, I always just think, okay, old man, all right. I get it.
It's some guy who spied in World War II. He's like, he's like 94. He's kind of losing his grip on the day-to-day realities.
He keeps ringing 1-800-FBI FBI-F. He keeps yelling at the person who picks up.
Yeah, now that I'm not reading the article as well, that's also what I'm going to choose to believe. And I'm going to go 4 deep on this one because the next link is also another link about Trump. And this one's a group of computer scientists. You got to tell me that they're reliable, first of all. I can't just assume that they're... Okay, so some computer scientists. Great. Yeah, there's something about another server in Russia. I'm not interested.
Yeah. I love the wording here is alleging, believes. It's like, I don't know. Back it up with some facts in your title.
Yeah, they have to. They have to hedge their
I'm
bets.
sure they do in the article, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, maybe they put proof in the articles, and we're just two dipshits who refuse to read it. But
Sean, I know we're two dipshits. I just...
in refusing to read it, I feel like we're reflecting the greater culture as a whole. Really,
True.
Just trying to mirror.
We are society. Okay, that's what we're
here's
doing.
the thing: when people really desperately try to prove to me that someone's a bag of shit, I always am kind of just like, well, but maybe they're not. Why are you trying so hard?
Do you really know that person? You know what I mean? I'm sure 4 years ago, if Kyle got the chance to hang out with Donald Trump, he probably would have loved it.
Well, I'm not putting Kyle on blast here. Kyle's just posting stuff he thinks is interesting and relevant, which is what you should do with Facebook. As long as your goal is not to get those likes.
Which I think we proved last time, everyone's goal should be to get those likes.
Got to get that out there every day. Got to get on your Facebook hustle. Twitter. Ooh.
That's something I can get behind.
Talks about candy, yeah.
Usually I like to go top bottom, but I think we should start with the fact he says he bought a ridiculous amount of candy and had almost no trick-or-treaters.
Now let me walk you back here a second, Jeff. He does not say that. He shortens one of those words. He bought a ridic amount of candy.
Was he getting close to 140 characters? Doesn't look like it.
I'm not going to count, but here's another thing. Can we be certain that it's short for ridiculous?
I guess not, but I refuse to go back on Urban Dictionary because I fell into a hole.
All right, I just want the possibility to be there that it's some other word that he's shortened.
You think if we watched the Chronicles of Ridic that we'd figure out what he's talking about?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe in one of those movies, who's the guy that played him?
Vin Diesel.
Maybe Vin Diesel has a crazy amount of candy.
Yeah.
So much that you might call it a ridic amount of candy.
Pretty sure the sequel to that movie was all about candy.
I'll back you up on that, having no information to the contrary.
Love it.
I'm all in. So candy. Two things I'm already pumped about. I love it. I love candy. I love eating candy. Something about voting.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, are you going to vote? We haven't talked about this.
I specifically did not register to vote.
Okay. So you can't register now, right? It's way too late.
It's too late.
So you're not registered at all to vote, like in Massachusetts or in federal elections? I don't know how that works, if it's one or the other or both.
If you register once, so you registered for the rest of your life to vote?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I registered. I just don't know, like, I did it so long ago.
I got tricked filling out a form with RMV once. I think I registered to vote, but I tell people I'm not registered to vote because I'm not sure.
What a shame that someone tried to force this freedom upon you, this freedom to choose your own leaders and to have an effect at the local, state, and federal levels.
Yeah, it's crooked, really.
How could they do that? How could they try to empower you to have a voice to change the world? Why would they do that?
Sean, you know what? I'm busy. How about they change the world, all right?
So that's what politicians are supposed to do.
Yeah.
But you have to put the ones that are going to change the world the way you want into office. My sentence was phrased poorly. You have to put into office the ones that are going to change the world the way you want it to be changed. That was better.
Great job. Great correcting that sentence.
You guys are welcome. Yeah. Everybody's welcome for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think local government is more important, but I can't get involved in it.
Why not? Well, you don't have to get involved. You can look up right now.
Read the local newspaper.
You can look at what the ballot questions are in local and state elections, and you can just. It's so easy with the internet. You literally just have to type some words in to a search engine.
Sean, it makes me feel like you're going to be voting.
Yeah, I am. I am going to vote. I always vote. I'm a great voter. Nobody votes like I do.
I bet it's spectacular.
It's phenomenal. I don't want to brag, but I feel like I get this process down pat.
Sean, if they wanted me to vote, why would they make me do it on a Tuesday?
What? I'm sorry. Okay, so what's a good day for you to vote?
I don't know. Maybe I should have the chance to vote the entire month of November at my convenience.
Well, I'm glad you asked. There is something called early voting. You could, in fact, vote this week were you registered. Yeah. Oh, that kind of. Yeah.
By what? By going down somewhere and filling out a piece of paper like a caveman?
Probably you would have to go to your town hall or city hall and fill something out. Yeah, like a ballot card, as though you were voting. Yes.
It's not like they're cutting my hair. I don't need to be there. You know what I mean? Like, they let me renew my license online. They're okay with someone stealing my identity, but not stealing my vote.
Yeah.
Over the internet.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand what the. Yeah. They of course.
I can vote for American Idol. Is that still a show? I can vote for The Voice.
You're asking the wrong dude. Why? Oh boy, I don't know.
I can vote on The Voice by sending a text message, but I got to go down to a gymnasium or a high school.
I mean,
to cast a ballot.
We could talk about relative importance. Do you want to
What does more good in this nation, The Voice or American government?
Almost certainly American government. Now, I've never seen The Voice, which is why I hedge my bets with almost.
Yeah.
But if I had to put money on it, I would put money on the American government. It probably does more good.
Oh, you know what? I phrased that wrong. What does more bad, The Voice or American government?
Again, I have never seen The Voice, so I can't say. I'm actually not gonna comment on which has done worse.
You shouldn't speculate. That's what you're saying.
I shouldn't speculate, but just on this one question. The other question I speculated on perfectly fine. I really nailed that one. I did a very good job.
You're killing it.
Thank you. I do need constant praise.
I'll tell you what, Sean. Next time an election comes around, I'll make sure that I'm registered. I'll figure that whole thing out.
Okay.
And I'll drive down.
Okay.
And spend hours in line.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like what I'm hearing so far.
Just filling out a circle like it's a standardized test.
So I don't think it's ever once taken me longer than 7 minutes total from the time I park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
To go in and vote.
Then you're not taking it seriously.
Well, I know what the questions are on the ballot before I go in. So it's not like I have to go in and read everything that's happening. Like I just go in and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what all this stuff is. I'm just gonna put what my answers are down, and then I put it in a little machine, and an old woman who's not getting paid says thank you, and then I leave.
Yeah. How about this? How about we work out a system where we just elect people that will do their best, and they'll just try shit. If that doesn't work, let's try some other shit. And they'll just keep doing shit until they figure it out. And I don't have to be involved in it whatsoever.
Okay, how about this? How about this system, right? We set up 4 different teams, and then people come out, and what we do is we have just some famous people, and those people are the ones who are going to pick the teams. And candidates come out and they sing a song, they try their best, and then if one of these famous people thinks that they did good enough, they'll pick them for their team. And then we just fill the government in alternating roles that way. Yeah.
And you know what? Just we cycle through those people every 4 years. You're out. Let's try somebody else.
I think we could. Well, I mean, you mean the people who are quote unquote elected, or the famous people?
Well, I mean, famous people. It's going to go by how famous they are.
Yeah.
If they get less famous, fucking hit the road.
Yeah.
But
because didn't Gwen Stefani leave The Voice? We're going to call this program The American Voice, is what we're going to call it.
The American Voice. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. She must have. I think they cycle people out, just like we should in American government.
Okay. So you favor term limits?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'd make.
Yeah, we're getting political.
Instead of making voting such an important thing and like a civic duty, we make that public service more of a civic duty by just every 4 years, just throw somebody else up there, or another 4 years, just like a lottery, almost like the draft kind of, but it's like for civil service,
Okay. Forcing people to go and do work.
You pull out your lottery, you're like, oh, I guess the next 4 years I'll be working in Washington.
Right. What if I'm
this great
from
country.
Alabama and I don't want to make that commute?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want to make your government better? This is your civic duty, Sean. Okay? I don't care if it's inconvenient.
Well, but then do I have to pay for an apartment there?
No. Of course not.
No. Okay, so there's government
there's
facilities.
There's so many rooms in the White House. Just bunk everybody there.
So everybody who works in Washington lives in the White House.
There's other public, you can put cots and bunks and stuff at the Senate and House buildings.
I feel like what you're proposing is sort of like a party animal government, like a 24/7 frat party government.
I think it's a better system.
All right, okay. We'll find a candidate who agrees with you and vote for them.
I've heard it somewhere on the news that the system is rigged. Voting is rigged. I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds right.
Are you going to go to the polls and watch to make sure there's no voter fraud?
No, I'm not going to go down to the polls to vote. Why would I go down there to make sure that nobody else is voting?
I don't know.
Listen, I don't want to make this about me, okay?
I very much did. I very much did want to make it about you and your refusal to vote.
Sean, I refuse to do a lot of things, okay?
Voting is important.
You keep saying that.
It is. Yeah. Look, I know I said on the podcast before, and I've said it in real life before, that it doesn't matter who the candidates are. Okay. Like as an adult white male, I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine.
I guess. I mean, sure.
But there's civil liberty issues on the line, and Supreme Court justices, and so not to mention just state level ballot questions that are important as well.
Shouldn't everybody that runs for government want the best for our country, right? Can't we stop people?
Yeah, but that
before we
statement
get a
doesn't
chance
mean
to vote?
anything.
You know what? I've never heard Hillary say that she wants anything great for this country.
But you have also, I mean, that's maybe I don't think I have either.
Exactly. And yet that's all Donald Trump talks about. It's how great it's going to be. Why can't we just trust him once?
I mean, that's a convincing argument. I don't have, you changed who I'm voting for. I was going to vote for Jill Stein.
You're leaning towards Gary Johnson now?
No, I just like throwing my vote away.
Well, that's the thing. The more people that voters convince to also vote, the less powerful their vote is. You know what I mean?
Well, it's good. I mean, okay, so first of all, your vote doesn't matter. Second of all...
So why should I do it?
So that you get to complain.
Yeah, okay. I don't cook my food at a restaurant, but when it's served to me and there's a fucking fingernail in it, I think I get to say something.
Well, in that case, you don't have to pay.
So I don't have to pay taxes.
No.
If I don't vote. If I'm not voting, why should I bother paying taxes? Because I didn't have a say in that, right?
Well, because you still...
I can opt out of voting for taxes.
You still reap the benefits.
They don't feel like benefits, Sean.
Well, like you
feel
drive
like
on
burdens.
roads that are paved, right?
Yeah, with voters
And you
who
get-
are clogging up the roads,
Well, everyone else
thinking they're
pays
so
taxes.
important,
So, like,
driving.
No,
Yeah.
nonsense.
All right, okay. All right, I'm just saying.
I mean, well, thank you for making my vote count more.
You're welcome.
It's really nice
I
of
think
you.
that people that are excited about voting, I'm doing them a favor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only people that have ever tried to convince me to vote are people that share similar views to me and think that I will help their vote.
Uh-huh.
But what if out of spite, I just voted the other way? Because
Well,
as
you
we
could.
both agreed on, your vote does not matter. If you knew that I was going to vote against everything that you went to vote for,
Uh-huh.
would you still want to convince me to vote?
Yeah.
Why?
Because voting's important. Yeah.
You've said it's both important and it doesn't matter.
Well, so like
crazy.
like it's important in and it does matter in local elections and on ballot questions like in like state level stuff. I mean, for the president, like the Electoral College essentially decides. I'm pretty sure they're not beholden to what the electorate says. Like
They are.
I think they get fired if they vote the way that they don't, but I don't. I guess I don't remember enough from high school history and history classes.
I thought the Electoral College was just like you get a certain number of votes per percentage you win in that state, right? Like
I thought
many
the Electoral
electoral
College.
they're people, they're actual people.
I thought it was a cool hangout spot that everybody went to when they lived in the White House. That's the school they attend.
That's the secret bar they built downstairs.
Yeah.
Basement.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
hallway into the Oval Office is a big slip and slide.
See, you're already making me think that my way of government would be better. So
I see. I don't want to talk about politics anymore.
me neither. I didn't want to talk about them in the first place.
Then why do we have this segment about Kyle? Because that's all it is.
Just wait till January. He'll be fine.
All right. Okay, now here's the thing, though. Okay. Years ago, and ever since then, from time to time, I have threatened Kyle. I've threatened Kyle's life that if I ever get access to a giant robot that I can walk around in, the first thing I'm going to do is come kick his house down.
and yet
It's in jest. It's all in good fun, but I mean, if it's in jest because I don't have a giant robot. But Kyle, watch your back if I ever get one. But it's just a joke. We're just joking. You're perfectly safe because I don't have one. So on Twitter, Kyle, he's got a thing that if he ever does this thing, which I guess is communicate through using a picture of words that someone else wrote. If he ever does that, he says, "Please kill me."
all right. So he's asking to be killed if that happens.
I say deal. I say deal. I'll do it. I'll build a giant robot, though.
It's on.
No. I just wanted it publicly known that Kyle has given me permission to kick his house in with a giant robot.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's consent, basically.
Well, don't say that. That makes it weird.
It makes it seem rapey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But you can kill Kyle. That's out there.
I absolutely could. Who said I couldn't? Was it Kyle? That piece of shit. I'm not going to. I love you, Kyle. Even though you haven't listened to our podcast and refused to do so, even though it involves you very personally.
Yeah. He knows it's out there. He made a comment about almost listening to it and then silence. So,
maybe he's mad.
You think he's mad at us?
Kyle, if you're mad at us, we'll not do this. We'll keep doing it. We'll just not we'll just not do it anymore. We can just leave you out of it. Jeff, we're definitely gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, we'll just make it a different name.
Yeah. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. What would that name be?
Giles.
Friel.
Biles.
Pile. Why are you adding S's? His name doesn't have an S in it.
I know, because it's funny to me.
Okay.
It's
All
funny.
right.
Kyle would get it, but he doesn't listen, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. He doesn't listen. Don't make jokes that Kyle would like. He doesn't listen.
Shit. All right.
I'm done with Kyle.
We're done with Kyle.
Done
That's
with
the end of
Kyle.
Kyle's Click.
What was I forgot our topic already. I'm very unprepared for this episode.
Me too.
Oh, you know what? It's so in our quest to, at the very least, appear more human, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to at least learn real things that humans do, so that I can at least mimic them to fit in better.
Yeah.
Like some sort of doppelganger. I see a lot of people communicate, and I've done this, with famous quotes from movies.
Yeah.
Right? You use that as like a zinger or like the cap to a joke.
Yeah.
And
Make
you really
reference to.
Yeah, you're really just referencing something.
Yeah.
Without
Really taking the goodwill that movie is built in people's minds. You're making people associate it with you.
Yeah, you're trying to bask in that reflected sunshine, which
Yeah.
and again, I think talking about it this way is a crazy way to do it. Talk about it and think about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure people are just trying to enjoy things that they like.
Trying to make a connection.
Yeah. Yeah. For which they probably shouldn't be ridiculed. I don't know. I'm no expert.
I don't know. A lot of people think they shouldn't be ridiculed for things, and maybe they should, you know? All right. So we're going to be talking about some of those quotes you kind of hear a lot.
Sure.
Okay.
Would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
You start with one.
So one I know that I used a lot. I was a frequent driver in right out of high school, and
Yeah.
during high school, picking up people, driving them around. People would ask about like where we were going and how we were getting there. So I was like from Back to the Future, where Doc says roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. I'd zing that at them, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I get it's from that movie. I get it. Can you answer my question now?" Like you can't just say a thing and then stop talking, and that's I feel like that's kind of my hallmark. That's kind of like my thing.
Saying something to end a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, is that the most appropriate use of that phrase? I mean, could we jazz it up so that
I mean, we could.
so that people, you know, they kind of have the familiarity with it, but they think it's a Sean Ryder original?
Well, it's not going to be. It's never going to be. I didn't write that movie. I
Sean-
think it's just poorly constructed too as a sentence. The where we're going.
Yeah.
Say that right now.
Where we're going? Where we are,
right. Like where we are. Where
we're going?
Like it doesn't sound. It feels weird in the mouth.
Where we're going.
And props to who's that? Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
He nailed
nails
it.
But then on the other hand, like you can take as many takes as you want in movies. So fuck Christopher Lloyd. He had as many tries as he wanted to nail it.
Yeah, probably spent a whole day of production just reading that line.
Yeah. I guess I don't know what else would fit at that point in the film though. Like
Let's be honest. I mean, that's right at the end, the first Back to the Future.
it's like the last line, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because then they fly off in the car and they get to the future. And then
unless you count Biff's grunting, but I don't think you see that till the second one. But it's tagged on to the end of that scene when they redo it in the second one.
all right, well, I'm not talking about this.
Biff comes
scene.
out.
No, I'm talking about just Back to the Future, the first one, the
Well,
best one.
Yes, but here's the thing: where we're going, we don't need roads. The entire movie shows them on roads. Okay, they park it in an alley that's off to a road. They walk around the town center, which is a road. They park on a road outside of the New Hill Valley, and then they walk down another road to get into Marty's house. Roads everywhere. Where they're going, they needed roads to walk on.
Where we're going, we do
Yeah.
need roads. But
They
that's not as dramatic. That's not.
Yeah, they should make sure to vote so they can drive on those roads.
That's right. Oh my God, I hadn't even considered the If you can travel through time, would you vote? I mean, I know you wouldn't. You can't travel through time and you don't vote anyways.
I feel like the underlining sentiment in that sentence was that I'm a piece of shit. And,
Yeah, it was. I almost said that directly. Actually, I'm glad you could read between the lines there. You piece of shit. No, like let's say I throw my vote away on Gary Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Who's definitely not prepared to be president and is just terrible. Don't vote,
Right.
guys. Don't vote for Gary Johnson because he's a bad vote.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want to throw your vote away, like me. Let's say you vote for him, and then you get in your
Yeah.
car, right? And you go pick up a high school boy that you're friends with, and you fly into the future, and you get to see who won. Would you like? I don't know. Like, time traveling sucks. It takes all the joy out of everything. Well, there's no suspense.
I mean, there's suspense, but Marty...
Yeah, for the car ride into the future.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh boy,
great.
I can't wait to see what the end result of this thing I just realized is happening is.
Oh, but when he gets back, Sean, after time traveling to the past, which you can also do, he gets a new truck. He doesn't have to drive around his parents' shitty car because they're rich now, and he's got a truck.
Can we just talk about this movie now? Can we just... I've got so many problems with this movie now that I've given it any thought whatsoever.
Sean, I haven't watched that movie in a couple of months now, so I might not remember a lot of it.
Do you know what the premise of that movie is in the beginning?
In the beginning, okay. Doc's trying to build a time machine.
Nope.
Marty's trying to go to school.
Nope. Marty wants...
Oh, he's trying to get into the band to play at prom.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Just say it then.
These are
okay?
all things that he wants. But
Yeah.
the main thing that he's trying to do is he wants to take the car, right?
Oh, Doc's objective. Okay, yeah. Got it.
No, Marty's. Marty wants to take the car to, not the time traveling car, his parents' car or whatever.
Yeah.
To the lake house, so he can just bang his girlfriend all weekend. The start
True.
of the movie, the very first thing you learn about the main character is that he wants to bang his girlfriend, and that's like, it's a movie about time travel. Like, start off with something about time.
They did. They open up with all those clocks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but then it was like
That Huey
time
Newton
to
Lewis
bang.
song?
Like, I don't know.
Doesn't she write her number on the back of that flyer for saving the clock tower?
Yeah.
But he's expecting to bang her that weekend, and he doesn't have her phone number.
Yeah, they wanted to go up to the lake house, wasn't it?
There was no. Did he know her last name?
Jesus, that's a lot creepier. I hadn't thought of that.
Right.
I hadn't remembered that.
Our first date. I'm going to bring you to a lake house,
It's gonna
so
be
you
and
can't
me
get away.
all alone in the woods. I'm the only one with car keys.
Yeah, it's fucking
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
Yeah.
Biff was right. I think Biff was right. I think I'm on Biff's side now. I never pulled shit like that, but you know what? Much like Biff, I hate manure. I feel like I have much more in common with Biff. Now, young Biff also actually tried to.
He's a date rapist.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, not even a date rapist because he interrupted somebody else's date and tried to rape her.
No, just he's just
So straight up rapist. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are the likable characters in that film?
Einstein, likable character.
Yeah, okay. The dog. That's just because he doesn't get lines. Like, I wanted to drive this other dog up to the lake house.
None of the teachers are good. I mean, you only really see like Strickland, who's like the principal, I believe.
Principal.
Right?
I identify with him. He shoots a gun at students.
In the alternate reality in Back to the Future 2.
Yep.
But
that shows you what he's made out of. That's the real timeline, by the way.
That's the real one.
That's the real one. That's the one we live in. That's the real world.
You know, Strickland is not kind of mean to students. Like he's not like, you know, mad at Marty because he's late to class a lot. He also goes ahead and says, your whole family sucks. Your dad was a piece of shit. You're a piece of
Calls them
shit.
slackers, but right. No, you're right. Principal Strickland does do that. He does say to a teenager, your dad was a slacker, you're a slacker, you'll never amount to anything. Here's the thing. I think Strickland knows that Marty wants to take this girl up to a lake house and molest her. I think he knows. And I think if he doesn't know for a fact, I think he knows the kind of person, the quality of person that Marty is.
Well,
I'm on Strickland's side. I think Marty McFly is a piece of shit.
Are you saying Marty McFly would advance on that girl if she didn't want it? That's the kind of piece of garbage he is. Are you basing that on how sexually aggressive his mother is in the film?
No, I don't think there's genetic sexual aggression. Okay. That's crazy. But Marty allows Doc to knock out, to put her under.
Yeah.
To essentially induce a coma so that they can go on weird adventures while she's, vulnerable and alone.
Yeah. Yeah, his girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
We better bring her. Let's knock her out.
Let's knock her out. It's too much. It's too much for a woman to help. Sorry, Marty. Are you sure you want me to wake her up before you bring her to the lake house? I think Doc's a pervert, too.
Back in our day, we had to use roofies, but in the future, we've got this great drug. It's going to knock her out right away.
That's probably why Doc wanted a time machine to go to the future. Because he's such a fucking sexual predator, too. Who do you think Marty learned it from? Probably, I don't know, maybe his dad, too.
Do you think his parents knew that he was hanging out with Doc Brown that much? Like he was leaving the house at 1 a.m. to meet him in an empty parking lot?
With an adult man?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they know? Is there any indication in the film that they know? Well, Doc goes to Marty's house. Like, he pulls his car up in the driveway, and then
he doesn't go inside. He doesn't say hello to the parents.
I mean, that's true, but you got to assume that they at least know.
But don't a lot of people?
Again, if Doc's just going to abduct their son to the future or the past and then feel free to change what happens later, right? He can just pop into the past and just like change their memories or create a distraction. Man.
You're getting into Bill and Ted territory, though, with like changing and distracting people.
That's time travel, though. I mean, he could do it
If he
wanted to, which I assume that he did. I also haven't seen either of the Bill and Ted movies in way too long. Well, I mean, just to get back to what pieces of shit the main characters are, like Doc, he does tests on animals, and worse than that, he does tests on like his animal that he loves, supposedly.
Yeah.
The first creature to travel through time in these films is Einstein, his dog.
I mean, you'd think you'd maybe start with like a vegetable or something.
Yeah. Literally anything other than like man's best friend,
Like
a living, breathing companion to you for years and years and years.
Yeah, if you're so confident that it's that safe, why don't you go ahead and just ride in there and see?
Unless you're a fucking lunatic. Unless you're some sort of goddamn psychopath who will let nothing stand in your way. Oh God. All right, we can talk about something else now. I had like this full body flush of like, oh my God, Marty was gonna take that girl up to the lake house so that he could molest her. Like oh God. Strickland is the hero of that story.
You sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
All right.
He's defending his property like a proper American with a gun.
Again, Back to the Future 2.
That's fine. Sure.
Are you just using that because Back to the Future 1 is layered on top of Back to the Future 2 in that movie?
Sure.
So you're like, whatever.
I definitely thought about that beforehand. Yep. A lot of thought went into this.
I mean, he wasn't a very encouraging teacher, but I guess you're right. He's the only decent human being in that universe.
Yeah. Like he sees... What a piece of shit! We've already been over it.
And that's why he's so angry.
Yeah,
So everyone around is a piece of shit.
I think what that movie is about is that Principal Strickland has accidentally slipped through the cracks and has fallen into some sort of purgatory. Like he himself is dead, and this is like his torment.
So roads, where we are going, we don't need roads.
I don't think it improves it if you take the. What about roads?
Where I'm taking you.
Roads. This car can fly. Like I guess that ruins the surprise, though.
Yeah. But it's not a matter of where they're going that they'll need the roads. Marty is concerned he won't get up to 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On his rural street.
Yeah.
He won't make it to 88 miles an hour. And he's like, you don't think you have enough road? And he's like, roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Like, well, you're going to be going down the street here. Let me know that the car can fly, because I'm confused.
That would be a weird tone to end the movie on.
Doc, slow down.
Doc,
what are you trying to say?
I need you to explain this to me real quick. Like just when the Back to the Future music starts to rise up, where it's gonna smash cut into the credits. Yeah. They can just be like, actually, Doc, I'm gonna need you to explain to me how you're gonna be able to get to 88 miles an hour. I don't think you have enough road. It sounds like you have a plan around that, though. What is it?
Yeah. Don't leave me in the dark. You're basically gonna take me into another time, into the future in your science car. I'm gonna need a little more information because I just got back. I've got my truck. I've got this girl at my house. We're ready to go.
Jeff.
I'm going to try to molest her.
Jeff.
We're going to be traveling through time, right? Can I have this weekend? Can't you come back on Monday?
Yeah, it's a time-traveling car. You can come back whenever.
Because what if he said, yeah, come back on Monday? He came back on Monday, and Doc's like, are you ready? And Marty was like, am I ready? Smell my fingers. Like, it would be just as ridiculous.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
Could you not? Could you not?
I'm just saying that might
keep
be
the gross stuff out of it.
That might be a better end line for that movie.
Also, Jeff.
Yeah.
Toyota is proud to announce the 2017 science car. And it's all like, those truck ads where the truck is needlessly barreling over a giant rocky slope and stuff. It's just like a car doing that.
Yeah. So good.
All right, I'm done talking about Back to the Future until I watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, hey, listen, I'm sure there's plenty of things that if we watch it again, we'll figure out.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do an episode just on the show, the movie itself?
I could do a whole podcast.
Okay.
Series,
right.
I'm sure.
Because we can do whatever we want, Jeff. This is our podcast. There's no limits.
That's true.
I think the podcast tagline is just going to be "Just do it." I think, can we get that?
Yeah, I think that's available.
What about can we do that real quick? Can we what other, because we don't have like a good tagline. What would be a good heads up? Just do it.
You know how we get around it? Instead of an exclamation point, we put a comma after just. Just do it.
How
That's
about
a whole different meaning?
Heads up. Just get her done.
Heads up.
I think that's available too. I think.
Heads up, you might be a redneck.
Let's see. What else? What about?
Heads up, I'm loving it.
Oh man, that just. What if we need a mascot?
Yeah.
We need like a Ronald McDonald. We need like a Burger King. We need like a Wendy. Wow, 2 of those are just names of the thing. Talk about fucking lazy, Jesus.
Yeah, if only we had thought to name it something that would be easy.
Do you think the concept of there being a king of burgers came first before they named the place, or did they name the place? This place produces burgers so great we will call it Burger King, and then naturally from that kind of the idea flowed that we'll put a creepy mask on a guy and he can like wake up next to people with terrible fast food.
Well, I hadn't seen that creepy guy until like the 90s, right?
Yeah, no, the creepy Burger King is like a newer type. Ronald McDonald, I think, is probably the oldest.
The original creepy fast food mascot.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
But
again, we've done no research.
Yeah, I don't remember any. I haven't ever looked at older Burger King commercials where maybe they must have had a cartoon king or something.
Yeah.
But when we were growing up, it was just the crown over Burger King. So it's like, it's a
Right.
crown, and then they're like, look at this creepy guy. Do
Yeah.
you want a burger?
Yes, and okay, I guess that does answer it. It must have been this place. Yeah.
There had to have been a cartoon king, like fumbling around getting a burger. Maybe that's what the Hamburglar did. Maybe that was his night job was hamburgling. His day job was to be king of burgers. 'Cause who needs that many hamburgers? The guy was always groveling burgers.
Well, actually, that's a good question. Actually, probably a king would need that many
That's right.
to pay for the many wars that he sends his knights into Jerusalem for to keep it for Christendom. I mean, I'm assuming that
Yeah.
if the Burger King, if his line extends back to the medieval times, that's what he did. Okay. No one knows for sure whether the Burger King was involved in the Crusades. That's all I'm saying. We don't know.
Is it likely? Yes. When was the burger invented?
The burger?
Yeah.
Why would I know that off the top of my head? How would I know that?
I'm just saying. I don't. When I think back, like if you go way back, you think Jesus was eating a hamburger?
No, he ate steaks. Well, no, probably he ate like fishes and loaves, right?
Yeah.
He like carried a fish and a loaf around, and he was just like, I'll just use God magic to make more of them.
What if I cut this loaf in half this way, put the fish in between the bread? It's basically a hamburger with fish.
That's no. Come on, man. I don't know what that's called, but it's not. It's not a burger with fish.
It's a fish sandwich.
That's sandwiches have been around forever. That's come on.
Yeah, but is a hamburger a sandwich?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It just isn't. I think.
It's basically a sandwich.
Well, can you eat cold burgers?
You can. Do people? No.
Yeah, you can. But is that like how they're supposed to be?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think
A sandwich has to be cold. I've had hot sandwiches.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I've had hot sandwiches too. This isn't a new world for me.
Just saying.
I'm saying that I think burgers have to be hot and sandwiches can be hot or cold.
Okay.
Or at the very least, burgers are supposed to be hot.
Yeah.
Because if you have a cold burger, you've already cooked the meat.
But
all you're doing then is you've gone past the time when you should have put that burger on bread and eaten it.
But if you're saying sandwiches can be hot or cold, you mean the type of sandwich? Because some sandwich types are hot, some sandwich types are cold. So just as well as another type of hot sandwich, let's say, I don't know, pastrami. Is pastrami hot? I don't know.
Sure.
Then a burger would be hot, right? There's no difference. You put lettuce and tomato on a burger,
put
it on a sandwich.
You could eat a cold pastrami sandwich. Why couldn't you?
Yeah. You eat a cold hamburger. Why wouldn't you do that?
But I mean, I don't think they're supposed to be that way. I think I think a pastrami
hamburger
sandwich is like because it's just a sandwich.
Pull a hamburger patty, pre-cooked, out of your sandwich meat drawer, slap it on a piece of bread.
I don't.
Piece of cheese on it.
Do you have a sandwich drawer? You pull open a drawer in your kitchen? It's just everything, all the fixins.
It's cheese and deli meats occasionally. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Come on up. I'll serve you a cold hamburger.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, now we got to talk about this. In what I'm going to say is our ever-continuing quest to limit the amount of the types of food people are combining, I want there to be a separation between a sandwich and a burger.
Why?
Why have two separate names for one thing? Why not call it Sandwich King then? How about that? You want to eat at Sandwich King's? You want to wake up tomorrow morning and Sandwich King is lying in your bed, staring at you with his vacant gaze? There's no soul in there, only sandwiches. If
it's a burger place, it's called Burger King. They have several varieties of breakfast sandwiches, fish and chicken sandwiches, and other types of food.
But what is their menu built around? You go look at their what are they, value meals where they sell you the high calorie soda and the salty bad for your heart fries along with the greasy ball of meat. It's all burger. Their menu is based around burgers.
I guess. I mean, unless you go before 10 a.m.
Well,
That's all breakfast sandwiches.
Let me ask you this. Okay. You go to Burger King and you get a breakfast sandwich. Why can't you then just say they should stop selling burgers and just sell sandwiches? Why can't they be different things? It feels like when I get a burger, it's supposed to be hot. It has to be because you have to cook the meat. If I get a turkey sandwich, it could be hot or cold. If I get a ham sandwich, it could be hot or cold because
those meats also had to have been cooked.
But then they're like turned into particle meat and they're mashed together into like a loaf of meat.
It's just like the cow. The meat has been mashed up.
Well, yeah, the meat's mashed up and then it's ground out and it's like a little. It comes out that thing. Mm-hmm. It looks like a bunch of worms. It looks like a bunch of worms lying in a circle.
Yeah, in the meat grinder. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you get a point. I just feel like they're different things.
They could be, but they're not. So.
I don't care how much reason you use, or how much logic, or how much evidence you provide me. I will not. Burgers are a different thing than sandwiches. I don't know what the difference is, but there is one. Hey, folks out there, if you know what the difference between a burger and a sandwich is, why don't you
tweet at us?
Why don't you tweet at us, Jeff? What is our Twitter handle?
At Heads Up Pod.
At Heads Up Pod. Why don't you tweet at us? Let us know what it is. If
it's
you've
longer
got a lot to say.
Yeah, if it's longer than 140 characters, why don't we email headsuppod@gmail.com and just
set us straight.
Set Sean straight.
Don't say mean things.
Yeah, don't say mean things about Sean. Come on, but set him straight.
But set me straight. So the other thing that we have to talk about is I was at the gym the other day. Humble brag. And I go to Planet Fitness, and they have like TV setups. You don't have to look at other people, and you don't have to communicate with other people or make any connections or anything. You're essentially in an exercise warehouse, which I kind of like. And then one of the TVs that I was watching was the Food Network. And do you know what they were doing?
They were cooking food and showing people.
No, you know what I'm talking about because I fucking texted you while I was on the goddamn treadmill. So they were taking frozen pizzas.
Yes.
Frozen. They'd heat the pizza up, and then they'd go, "Here's what you can do to spice this frozen pizza up." And one lady just put straight up fucking eggs on it. She put fucking eggs, just 2 over easy eggs, boop, right on top of the pizza. Another lady was like, "I like to put greens on mine," and she put some fucking lettuce and some fucking spinach, and was like, "That improves this frozen pizza." Like, what?
Just have a salad on the side.
No. How about just eat the frozen pizza that you just made? You can buy frozen pizza with shit on it.
True.
Just do that.
Like I said the other day, big chains aren't putting eggs on pizza. They're missing an opportunity.
I just, please, stop. Stop. Everyone, not just you, everyone, stop. Pizza is dough, and then sauce, and then cheese, and then you can pick one of a handful of meats and maybe some vegetables, and that's it. That's it. I don't know. Nothing else. Anything else, and you're not eating a pizza. You're a fucking raccoon. Just digging through the garbage. There's just a bunch of shit on your pizza, and you don't care.
Do you stop at certain kinds of meats or vegetables? Are there certain meats and vegetables not allowed?
Okay, so you can put chicken on it. Let me think of a meat that you couldn't put on. I don't know. Would you put turkey on a pizza? It's just like chicken, right? It might be.
It's enough like chicken.
Okay, here's one. Lamb.
No lamb pizzas.
No lamb pizza, no goat pizza. Don't try it. Don't do it. Don't try it.
I think, you know what? Some countries, their main source of meat are lambs or goats.
Okay.
So what if they want to eat pizza?
Well, then what do they have to replace one of the 3 core ingredients? They could just eat a cheese pizza. How about that? Also, let's be honest, Jeff. Let's be honest. Other countries do not have the food combination problem that I think America is facing. I think America's staring down, as an obese man, I think America is staring down the barrel of a food gun that is getting ready to just fucking blast us in the face with egg pizzas and gummy bear sodas. No, stop it.
Sean, just like America herself, which is a melting pot of different varieties of people, cultures, that should also be reflected in our food, okay?
No, it shouldn't.
All right?
It shouldn't.
The Italians aren't doing that because they're all Italian.
The Italians aren't doing it. Okay, first of all, I'm sure there are some Italian people who have done it.
The French.
And you know what? Shame on them. Shame on them.
You're shaming the French, the Italians right now.
The ones who put a bunch of shit on their pizzas that doesn't fucking belong there. I thought of another one. No lobster. Don't put lobster on your pizza.
No lobster or no seafood in general?
I'm bordering on no seafood in general.
Wow. No seafood pizzas. Okay.
Jeff, picture this, all right? You go to somebody's house.
Yeah.
And say, hey, Jeff, the pizza's almost ready. I just have to crack open these last few clams and just fucking pour the juice and the fucking little meat right on top. So good. No, I don't think so. No.
Here's the thing. I hate seafood. Okay, so I wouldn't like that. But
so you're on my side. No seafood on pizzas.
No, I say go for it. Go nuts with it. If you invite me to your house and the only thing you offer is seafood pizza, I'll be angry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's good to know.
But
it's good to know, Jeff. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that one in my back pocket. Here's your lobster pizza, and I've got a giant dish of butter to just dip your slice. Because lobster's no good without fucking butter. It doesn't have any flavor.
Yeah, you know what else is good dipped in butter? Fucking anything. Don't bother with lobsters.
Yeah, actually, moratorium on eating lobsters. Can we just stop? It's not a good meat.
Yeah. I mean, God. A good portion of it can be, like, green and weird at the end. Stay away from it. Heads up. Official stance. No lobsters.
There's our tagline.
Heads up. No lobsters.
The road you're walking down.
Mm-hmm.
The road that you're walking down right now is this. If you allow lobster on pizza, if you allow clam on pizza, what you're going to end up with is you're going to go out to a bar with friends someday. It's going to be one of these little like pub places that, they're trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so good. And someone's going to be like, hey, don't worry, guys. I know what's good here. I'll order something. And when the pizza gets, the fucking waiter or waitress slides that pizza onto your table, it's just going to be covered in chowder. They'll just have fucking ladled chowder onto your pizza. You'll have to eat it with like a fucking a knife and a fork and a spoon to get all the chowder. It's disgusting. Stop. Stop it. Just stop.
You don't want people to eat what they enjoy, what they like.
You can enjoy those things separately. Why can't you just get a cup of chowder and a slice of pizza and then eat them alternating bites and pretend you're having chowder on your pizza?
Why don't you just eat dry cereal and drink a glass of milk? Okay? Because it's better together.
Because those things already go together.
Yeah, thanks to people that don't think like you.
No, that's not what happened. When Thomas Q. Cereal first invented cereals, he ate some, but it was back in the days when there wasn't a lot to drink except for alcohol. So he put some alcohol in there. And he said, now it's 8 in the morning and I've had several shots of whiskey because I put them in my good cereal that I'm just named after myself. Thomas Q. Cereal or P. They were twins. It doesn't matter.
But Sean,
so they went out and he said he was eating and he saw a little baby calf just suckling on the udders of its mom and he said, I'll try that. And it worked great with his cereal.
Okay, so you're against combining different foods, but you're all for this guy that was like, that baby calf seems to be into that. Let me suckle on that titty a little bit. Let me see what comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
But,
because it already happened.
Chowder on pizza could be the next milk. You don't know.
It's not the next. It's not. It's not. Say milk again.
Milk?
Okay. All right.
Milk?
Just curious. Just keeping you on your toes. Yeah, because there's some things that naturally go together. Like you can put butter on your mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You can put ketchup on
gravy.
your French fries because those things are like condiments.
Okay, so if it's condiment, it's fine, but not on a pizza.
No, not necessarily.
No condiments on pizza.
I can't think of a reason why you would.
Like barbecue sauce,
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's condiment, right?
Yeah.
Get a
that
hamburger
happened before
pizza.
my time.
You're just afraid of change.
I'm not afraid of change. But here's the thing: if we stop it now, there will still be that underground that's doing little changes, but they'll have to do it in fear.
You want to push this movement underground, so it can't be regulated.
If I had my way, these people would be underground for fear of the law. Okay. It would be illegal to make pizza with eggs on it.
Seems like a waste of resources to push it underground. I hate to end the segment on popular catchphrases so soon. We got to start talking about candy.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah.
We got to do it.
Caught up.
Listen, we can bring that back up. We can make a whole podcast series about it.
I'm going to. It needs to stop. Candy. We had Smarties this week.
Smarties. Boom.
How'd you like them?
I like Smarties. My mouth wasn't so dry that when you crunch them and they turn into dust, that it didn't just hang there. So that was good. Because sometimes you have a Smartie and you're just like, it's just dust. I like that it's tart, but it's not overly tart and sour like some of these candies you can get nowadays. Just like intense tart or sourness.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like my cheeks are puckering, Yeah. I don't.
Someone's like, you gotta try these warheads. You're like, no.
No, I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, no, I like them as well. I mean, they're just like sweet. They're sugary. I did not know each little individually wrapped thing of Smarties is like 25 calories, I think.
25. Is that high or low? Because I'm dumb.
Well, let's see. 4 of them would be 100 calories. So yeah, high.
Now you said you had trouble finding these Smarties. Where did you end up? When did you end up getting them?
CVS didn't have them. Price Chopper didn't have them. Hannaford's didn't have them.
Wow.
Walmart did, but I had to buy a giant bag.
A giant bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had trouble finding them as well, but it's because they were packaged weird. They were inside. I was at a Market Basket, and the bag was white and said Market Basket on them, and inside was Smarties. Like the brand Smarties candy.
Weird.
The thing that I always like, but it's like other, like, you know, sometimes penny candy, everyone can have their own little bags.
Yeah.
Apparently Smarties falls right into that category.
Yeah, hold on.
You get a giant bag that's Smarties branded. Damn. Yeah. That's what I was looking for, but smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, let me I know you're gonna get a lot of crinkles. Yeah, this is a pound. I had to buy a pound of Smarties to try one thing today.
Yeah.
Well, I like them, so I'll probably eat that entire thing.
Yeah. I got a much smaller bag.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Lucky. This is the only bag they had. It was just like, yeah, you're gonna eat a pound, you fat piece of shit. That's what you get for wanting to eat Smarties.
Try to argue with us. You're shopping at a Walmart.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
So you liked them. When was the last time you had Smarties before today?
Probably in a classroom. Probably when I was going to college.
Yeah.
Some clever teacher was like, I remember doing this in 4th grade. It's still fun, right? You'll answer questions and I'll give you Smarties. Because if you answer the question, it means you're a Smartie. Oh, God. Like, don't make this a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite I would say school or like trick-or-treating. One of those houses that hands out like the random assorted bag of candies. Did you do any research on Smarties like you did on the?
No, I didn't have the time. Did you?
No.
Do you want to do some now? I don't.
No.
Okay.
But they're good. Now I did see Sweet Tarts somewhere that had a very similar packaging in size to Smarties. Like Sweet Tarts was just like us too. And I was like, don't you have enough variations of Sweet Tarts? You need to be jumping in on Smarties territory.
Yeah. I don't really like Sweet Tarts.
Yeah, I still ate them. They're a little bit more tart than the Smarties, but
I know you still ate them. Yeah, I don't. I for a little while I kind of figured like when I was looking around like I couldn't find them. I thought like maybe you had to order them from like some education catalog. Like it's the candy exclusively for teachers who want to be like, you get Smarties because you're a Smartie.
They give you a barrel of them when you graduate from college when you're a teacher.
Yeah. Every school has like a room that's just stocked with them. It's like, all right, well, here's your allotted amount. Hand these out to the kids. Make that little pun.
I'm going to say they were created by an educator.
But you didn't do any research, so we don't know. You've got no idea.
How do you feel about the packaging of Smarties?
Well, I had to buy a giant bag, so not thrilled. I don't, they come, well, they reminded me of the Necco wafers that we had last week. Mm-hmm. Because it is just a little roll of, like, chalky candy.
Yeah.
Smarties are much smaller. They have a much smaller diameter, but they're a little bit thicker. Would you say probably at least twice as thick as
then
a Necco wafer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're wrapped like you would like a Tootsie Roll, but just in regular, it seems like regular plastic.
Yeah.
That is super noisy, but Thank you.
Well, just to, let people know.
Yeah,
Jeff, the listeners at home, okay?
We're creating an audio experience.
Soundscaping.
Could you tell a difference between the different colors of Smarties?
No. Are they different flavors?
They must be, right?
know.
I didn't do any research. But how many do you put in your mouth at once? You like a Necco wafer, you're only doing one Necco wafer, right?
Because they have distinct flavors, and I did not think that...
The Smarties would, even though they're different colors. How many Smarties do you put in your mouth at once? I do like 4 at a time.
Yeah, I'd probably do 4 or 5. Sometimes, though, I might just do the whole package. I just crack it open, slide them all in. What if I'm rushed for time? I don't have the time to pick up 3 separate sections of Smarties and put them in my dumb fat mouth. Chew them up and turn them into more fat for my dumb fat body. I don't know. I don't need that. All at once. I don't have the time.
Much like the Necco wafer, it doesn't look like they have any sort of like rules or regulations of what color Smarties have to come in one roll of Smarties. Looks like they just go ahead and just shove whatever they sweep off the floor at the Smarties factory, roll it right in a tube.
So I did the smallest amount, the minimal amount of research that anyone has ever done, and there are actually different flavors. The white ones are orange cream.
That sounds gross.
Yeah. The yellow is pineapple.
Oh, that also sounds gross.
The pink is cherry.
All right.
The green is strawberry.
The strawberry leaf. That's the flavor of a
Yeah,
strawberry
it's
leaf.
the strawberry leaf flavor, yeah. The purple is the grape, and orange is orange.
Okay. Not a pineapple or orange cream kind of guy, but
Yeah.
I've never been offended by a package of Smarties, so.
Yeah, I can't really
They've done
detect
it.
these flavors, so I don't, weird.
Something that small is not designed to be eaten one at a time. It's like if you saw somebody eating one Skittle or one M&M at a time. You just assume something's wrong with that person, right?
I mean, let's not. If I get some peanut M&Ms, I'll eat them one at a time to really savor it.
I'll do one or two at a time with peanut M&Ms. That's true. But I'm talking like small, like
Consistent,
regular,
like one by
regular
one,
chocolate
the whole
M&Ms.
thing,
Yeah, or like a Skittle. Like I know Skittles have distinct flavors, but I'm doing like 6 or 8 at a time, really chewing on them.
Yeah, to you, their flavor is Skittles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't disagree with peanut M&Ms though. Sometimes I just do those one or two at a time. But regular
Yeah, you
M&Ms,
don't need more than one or two at a time.
Yeah,
It's
it's too much in there.
too
but
much, yeah.
Are you eating one or two regular M&Ms at a time?
I don't really eat M&Ms, but when I do eat them, no. It's 4 or 5 at a time, toss them all in.
Right. They also don't have distinct flavors like Smarties.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't tell the difference in Smartie flavor, but
They just taste like mildly, they got that little tartness, sweet. They're just little like almost tart sugar wafers.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is kind of treading on Necco wafers.
a little bit on the territory. I feel like someone crushed up a bunch of Smarties once and then invented Kool-Aid packets. I feel like that's basically what you're mixing into water to make Kool-Aid.
And then someone maybe added a little bit more sourness and they made pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of like chalk and or dust candies, aren't there?
Oh yeah, the lick'em sticks
weird.
I made you try once. It's just like, what if this
Oh yeah.
plain vanilla stick you could just dip into some powder and lick it off?
It's awful.
Yeah. That's a big nostalgia thing. I mean, I shouldn't have made you try it this late in the game.
Yeah, I guess I could see how that's a nostalgia thing, but I couldn't do it.
You like Necco wafers better than you like Smarties still, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, of everything we've had on the podcast so far, which is what, Twizzlers,
Lindt chocolate, 85% cocoa.
85% cocoa Lindt chocolate, Necco wafers, and Smarties. Now, I think Necco wafers are still up top for me.
You like it better than that chocolate, huh?
Yeah, I mean because the chocolate is a specific time to time thing.
Yeah,
It's too bitter otherwise.
that's true. It is super bitter. I would say at Twizzlers, Smarties, Necco wafers, and then the chocolate. You're okay with chalky candy, but the chewy, waxy candy is not your thing.
Yeah, because it's all like horses and stuff. Make that,
It's true.
with chewy, like, oh.
Just their hooves.
It's like, what? Oh, no, gross.
Who figured out horse hooves would make great coagulate for candy? Who figured that out?
I think it was Thomas P. Cereal who invented the cereal.
That guy,
The concept
amazing.
of
Yeah. I always thought it was
No, I think it was his twin.
Albert E. Gelatin, I thought, but
No, I think it was actually Cereal's twin brother, Thomas Q. Cereal.
Wow.
Yeah.
he had that mustache.
Yeah, really big. Early industrial age, making all these new things. Yeah, the Cereal brothers.
You think it was so hard for us to find Smarties? How does the Kool-Aid company do it in bulk? You know what I mean? They must talk directly.
I think that's where it's all going. Is that like Smarties can't keep up with? They haven't been able to for years to keep up with the demand from the Kool-Aid people. Or maybe Smarties are the byproduct.
Oh, you think like after like they drain the tub of all that powder, they shift out all the powder. They like a miner for gold. There's these little nuggets and like.
I believe
Smarties.
exactly that. I believe that there's people panning for Smarties in
Yeah.
a factory somewhere.
You think this is the natural shape?
Yeah, this is just how they're formed. Like they
These are
crystallize
Kool-Aid
out of
nuggets.
whatever goo they're sending to the Kool-Aid people. And you know what? I believe that they are dressed and act like old-timey prospectors. Well, tarnation.
Found me a Smartie.
Yeah, that's what I choose to believe.
Yeah, I mean, from what little research we've done, I think that's probably true.
Yeah, in the little research I did, I saw nothing to contradict this view. I think, you know what though, that just made me think. I know you probably want to go so that you can go do other things. But I'm not going to rant about pizzas and eggs anymore. I think
We could do that every week, and I'd love it.
we might have to, because I feel the anger burning inside of me day and night. I think if there is a literal Candyland, there's got to be like Smarties prospectors, right? Just up in the mountains, panning for gold. And that means that there's like a legend of like someone who found the mother lode, who found a Smarties vein so deep and so rich that he'd just be wealthy forever. And then that man went mysteriously missing.
You can really tell you're a Tolkien fan.
Why is that? Why is that?
Deep in the mountains, found a Smarties vein.
Yeah. Well, no, that's different. If we were going with the reality that Smarties were mined and the dwarves were doing it, it would be that they delved too greedily and too deep.
Mm-hmm.
And they woke some sort of a Smarties-based demon, a small rog or something like that.
But you're going more Candyland.
I was just like a generic Candyland, like not the board, but a land of candy, you know?
Yeah. You know, we should make a board game based on candy. Say not that Candyland.
Yeah, in this game you traverse a land made out of candy, but it's it's not like Candyland. We'll call it Candy Country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can play as either a prospector or a dwarf. It's good. We'll flesh that out more. We'll flesh that out.
I don't know when the last time you played Candyland was, but you can tell it's definitely a game for children because you just you flip a card, you move to that color, and then the first one at the end wins. There's no skill involved. There's no planning it out, working something out. It's just like, yep.
We should jazz it up.
Jazzing up Candyland.
We should jazz up Candyland. Make it like a card-based game, right?
Yeah.
That's got a board that's more about conquering territories.
Yeah.
Settlers of Catandyland.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone rolled a 6. That's Gumdrop Forest for me, and that's Smarty. That's a Smarty ore vein for you. And
I don't know. To build a settlement, you need 3 Smarties. You need a Snickers, and you need a Kit Kat. So
yeah,
you don't have that. All right, we're gonna workshop that.
We're gonna workshop that. I'll trade you 2 Twizzlers for chocolate orange.
All right, so you're building your place on the coast. Looks like you're gonna be Swedish fishermen, and
yeah, that's what the coasts can be for. You can have just like a coast that's oh man, it's good, and gummy frogs in the swamps.
Yes.
We'll workshop it. I think Settlers of Catandyland is going to be amazing.
Look for that, fall 2017. Kickstarter.com, Candy Country.
Watch for us being sued, December 2017.
We finally pissed off Twizzlers. They're not happy.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. I like them though. Smarties are good. Second best candy we've had so far, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I don't want to tip the scales or anything, but next week we want to do Swedish fish. I can't say it, so we're not going to do it.
No,
so,
we can do Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. That's another gummy candy, but yeah. And I mean, you picked this week's candy, but whatever. Okay.
Trying to be proactive.
No, sure, yeah. No, that's a good idea. That's.
This week's episode brought to you by Proactive. How did we end the podcast last week? How are we going to end it this week, you think?
I forget. How did we end it last week?
We thanked people for listening, and then we said,
Why do you always make it a statement instead of doing it? Is this how you thank people in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I think I should thank you for
I think I should thank you for the help that you gave me, and then you just turn and walk away.
Yeah, basically.
Like, that's not a thank you. You know that, right? Hey guys, if you listened, thank you. I hope it was fun.
Yes, thank you.
I had fun making it.
Me too. I nailed it.
I guess. Well, you didn't have to. That's fine. I was just saying. I'm glad I made it.
I feel like when you say you had fun making it, and if I don't say anything, people are going to
assume.
Yeah, no,
it definitely would have seemed
I didn't
like
have fun making it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did.
You would have looked like a real asshole.
No, I had more fun than you though, making it.
All right. Well, probably because I had that anger moment, but
I can make people kind of angry. It's fine.
It's just about the food trough that the American dinner plate is becoming. It's just the slop house that everybody lives in now. So thanks for listening. If you want to contact us, you can hit us up on Twitter or our Gmail account, or emailing. Jeff, the Twitter is
at headsuppod.
And the email is
headsuppod@gmail.com.
Thank you. We need a sign off.
You're welcome. Huh? I feel like you were saying thank you to me, but
well, I was. Yeah, no. Thank you, Jeff, for for saying those things.
You're welcome.
Jeff. I already thanked the listeners. This has been ASMR radio with Jeff and Sean. No. That's the worst. That's the worst.
So
we hope you'll join us next time.
Yeah. Until next time. Toodles.
Toodles.